Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From AT&T Center in San Antonio. Tonight, the San Antonio Spurs taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. The Memphis Grizzlies control the tap. To Howard. Shot from the lane won't go. DeRozan with it. Looking to make something happen. Down low, Aldridge. Going to launch beyond the arc. Working hard on the glass. The Spurs with 4 in the shot clock. Fires the 3. Textbook defense. Jones with it. He'll run the offense. To Howard. That's rebounded by the Spurs. To DeRozan.
I got ball.
DeJounte Murray. From long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Look, the reality is some players have it and some players don't. There's a reason why they call him the one.
Grizzlies own the basketball. Lobs it up. Big stuff and a lot of traffic on the way to the rim.
I mean, Ed, I get more and more impressed with guys' ability to shift their body. If that's a Euro step, a side step, however they find a way to get through traffic and finish like that, whew.
Murray into the front court. His team up by 1.
Pick.
Not that time. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Josh Jackson, a couple of free throws on the way. His career mark right now sits at 63%. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. San Antonio with the basketball. DeJounte Murray up against the 8-time All-Star. Down low, Aldridge. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
LaMarcus Aldridge trying to cash in on the 3-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Jones with it. Down 3. Josh Jackson above the rim on that.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
4-3. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Wade, defended by DeMar DeRozan. To Howard. Josh Jackson. Tosses. Spurs in possession. Here comes the screen. Probing the defense. Here's a chance from long range to Jackson. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
He was all over him. Dwayne Wade to Howard. Knocked loose. Spurs have it. To Murray. Lets it fly from long range. That's good D. Shot no good. LaMarcus Aldridge. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Jaren Jackson. Free throws coming up.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Can't connect on the first free throw. No good. Missed them both.
Subbing in for Memphis, number 17.
To J.R. Smith. To Jaren Jackson. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw, good. Three-point play, and we're tied up at 10. Patty Mills. Fires the three. Oh, good offense, beating good defense.
Well, there you have it. The defense just took notice of this young player on that previous shot. Guarantee you they won't leave him open next time.
To Jaren Jackson. From the painted area, won't go down. Beyond the arc for three. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
When a rookie starts to believe that he not only can play, but more importantly, he belongs, nights like this become more and more common.
It's Grizzlies ball. To Kyle Anderson. Here comes the screen. Kyle Anderson, defended by the UConn product. Jaren Jackson with the dunk. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Mills in possession. They lead it. 4-point game. To Rudy Gay. Gets it at the top of the key. For three, the hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
Whistle and a timeout for Memphis as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Substitution being made in this one. Not that time. To Patty Mills. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark. To Valanciunas.
1 minute remaining.
Going to launch beyond the arc. No good. Spurs have it.
Big pick right there.
To Patty Mills. Has a chance. Just off the mark.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Mills in possession. Up 5. Fires the three. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Kyle Anderson has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 73%. Nope. First one does not go. Missed the second one as well. Bellinelli, a shot, no good. 20-footer at the buzzer. First quarter's complete. The Spurs have the lead. On to the second quarter. Neither team see.
Substitutions, Memphis. Substitutions, San Antonio.
Wade matched up with DeRozan. To Jackson. DeMar.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Time for some new personnel into the game. Five on the shot clock for Memphis. To Wade from long range. Cleaning the offensive glass. Jonas Valanciunas. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Valanciunas giving you that size, giving you that length, a guy that can extend the defense. But you kind of forget that he was the 5th pick taken overall in 2011.
4-3. Message received. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
San Antonio ball.
I got ball. I got so far.
Here's a chance from long range. Smothering D. Jones with it. Trailing by 14. To Valanciunas. Here comes the screen. Lets it fly from long range. Well defended. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Corner 3 at the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. All Spurs so far.
The Spurs are really feeling it today with an offense that looks stunning.
Keeping up with this pace will be tough, but not impossible. I think they'll find a way to keep it going.
Have a look at the leading scorers for the San Antonio Spurs. The Grizzlies were in need of a bit more scoring if they wanted the halftime lead.
Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments.
Have a look at the leading scorers for the Memphis Grizzlies.
First half stats. Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
Crowder was inefficient in the first half.
He's been suffering through miss after miss, and no matter what he tries, it's just not working for him. Here are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Right now, San Antonio's possession.
I got ball.
To Murray. Surveys the floor to Murray. DeRozan. Fires the three. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Jones with it. The deficit now up to a dozen. Wade to Jackson. LaMarcus Aldridge pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Beyond the arc for three. Man, that was a tough shot.
He's most definitely got the hot hand behind the three-point arc. Anytime your first-round pick is shooting like this, your GMs and owners just sit back and smile.
Jones with it. Down by 15. Knocked loose. That's going to be out of bounds. Dwayne Wade. Great feed. LaMarcus Aldridge rejects it. And that one out of bounds off a spur. Jaren Jackson. The Spurs have the board. To Murray. DeRozan. To Aldridge. 5 to shoot for San Antonio. Wide open look, won't go. Memphis with the rock. Josh Jackson matched up with Pirtle. Oh, straight down the middle, 4-2.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
For three, no good. That's great defense. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
To DeRozan. Knocks it down off the step back.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Jakob Poeltl tips it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
DeRozan, rebound Jackson. Jones with it. Down a bundle. Wade. Here comes the screen. Jones. Here against LaMarcus Aldridge. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
DeMar DeRozan. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Jaren Jackson. The drive right to the basket.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. DeRozan with the basketball. The lead is 15. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. Wade matched up with DeRozan. To Howard. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Turnover gives them the possession. Memphis, they've got it. Tyus Jones against Murray. Howard to Jaren Jackson. And a chance coming up at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Jaren Jackson at the line for 2 shots. He struggled so far. second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2.
Into the game for the Spurs, number 3.
To Howard. Down low Anderson. Anderson rocking the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's how you defend. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Blocked away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
The assist from number 3.
To Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Old school equals high percentage.
Mills in possession. His guys hold a commanding lead. First one goes down. Hits the second. One more coming. Knocks down all 3 at the line. To Howard. Short jumper won't fall. Mills in possession. His guys holding the big lead. Going to launch beyond the arc. Another chance. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
To Howard. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Spurs. Fires the 3. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that 3.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more 3s.
Trying to cash in. Gets a shot up off the mark. San Antonio with the basketball. Patty Mills. From long range. Not easy.
C to 3, B to 3. Some young players look like deer in headlights out there on the court. But you got something different. You got that moxie.
To Howard. Smith. To Kyle Anderson. Grizzlies with 4 to shoot. The pass set it all up.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
4-3. Tough shot. Well defended. Grizzlies at the controls right now. Smith. Great feed. Sets it up. From the painted area. Won't go down. And that's a backcourt violation. Smith. Down low Anderson. Oh, big finish at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Knocks down the second free throw. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Grizzlies own the basketball. To J.R. Smith. Takes stock of the floor. Baseline drive. J.R. Smith with the strong finish.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
He connects with the step back.
What is that, dog? Come on, man.
Here you go. I got him.
From the outside, no good. It's the Spurs who are victorious as they win this one in blowout fashion. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Jalen Rose here. The Spurs got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the San Antonio Spurs. The Grizzlies couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you can tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Check out the leading scores for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Game track.
Defense. The San Antonio Spurs
Showed us how important defense can be in this league, especially when it leads to plenty of opportunities on the other end of the court.
Player of the game.
And what we have here are highlights worth 1,000 words. There's no question he stood out amongst the rest in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's what's coming up for the San Antonio Spurs. On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.